House Speaker Sonny Belmonte also cited the various bills passed by the chamber this year. According to Speaker Belmonte, they approved some 600 bills. This includes the national budget for 2016. This report by Freddie Abando.
Although Congress failed to ratify the 2016 salary standardization law, 58 billion pesos has been allocated in the proposed national budget of 3.002 trillion pesos to be signed by the President on December 22. Speaker Feliciano Belmonte said the Senate has amended several provisions of the SSL measure to be implemented in 4 tranches starting January 1st of next year. The last pay hike for state workers was implemented in 2012.
It's so easy to have plenty of numbers, pero itong mga national bills really are not all easy to pass. Some of them are extremely contentious, pero nonetheless, the 15th and the 16th Congress, more than any other Congress, has succeeded in tackling those bills where there was great opposition.
Another key feature of next year's budget is the improved debt management policy of government. Only 2% of GDP, or 308.78 billion pesos, will be borrowed to finance next year's budget deficit. Borrowing will total 674.80 billion pesos to pay for amortization and the principal of the country's loans. Budget Secretary Butch Abad stressed better debt management and reducing leakages in government spending due to corruption provided more resources for government to spend for social protection programs to reduce poverty incidents. Infrastructure spending will hit 5% of GDP, which will generate jobs and sustain economic growth.
You know, at one point, debt service was 25% of the budget. Next year, it's 13.1%. You know, 12% of 3 trillion is 360 billion pesos. Can you imagine that will cover a lot of, 64 billion of CCT, the 450 billion of DepEd. So we're saving a lot of money because we're collecting taxes better. We are improving the efficiency of government operations. We are plugging the leakages without imposing additional burdens on our people.
The approval of the national budget for 6 years on time is a record. Among the major measures approved by the 15th and 16th Congress which failed in the past were the Fair Competition Law and the creation of the Department of Information and Communications Technology. Speaker Belmonte also bared the House approved almost 600 bills, many of which are pending in the Senate, just to show it was worth every peso and centavo spent for the budget of the House of Representatives.
Hindi paramihan itong kanito. Kung House lang ang pag-uusapan natin at we talk about ilan ang napasa, di pwede ko sabihin, ang na-approve namin on third reading is 631. Bakit hindi naging batas yun? Hindi dahil sa amin. Dahil sa na-approve namin on third reading dito 631 bills and were approved by us on third reading during this current year, of which national were 232 of national significance and 392 were local and 7 were joint resolutions. Yun, achievement na ng House yun. Pero hindi naging achievement ng Senate, not ng Congress, not through our fault dahil sa talaga namang it takes two to tango. In this particular case, kailangan both of us should be able to agree.
For the People's Television Network, this is Freddie Abando reporting.